welcome back to another trade recap. Today, the day is the 25th, it's a Wednesday, and basically, before we get on the charts, we knew two things. One, price might not move good. Why? Because Powell is testifying again. Yesterday, Powell was talking, today's Powell talking. So, going into the market today, I was like, I might not get a setup, but if we do, I'll take the trade. As you can see, 10 a.m., Powell testifies, new home sales. Yesterday, he was testifying as well. Yesterday, we caught a setup, um, got wicked out, and then it ran straight to our TP. So usually, whenever Powell is testifying from now on, or he's talking, I'm just gonna take the day off just to release some stress. But fortunately, we were able to get another setup today, and this time it came out on the green side. But it did take a long time. We got on the charts at 9 a.m. I didn't trade until 11 a.m. By the way, just looking because all of my entries get sent up right there. So yeah, we didn't get a trade for 2 whole hours, and that's basically what trading is about. You're gonna be mostly just waiting for your setups, and if you're just eager, if you're just trading just to trade the market and not wait for your setups, it's not gonna work out. Trust me, you have to wait for your setups. Once the setup comes in, take the trade, call it a day. Simple as that. But let's go to the charts. And yeah, so this is exactly what we saw whenever market opened at 9:30. So originally we had a massive buy up, taking out London highs, right? Now there's a lot of fair value gaps on the way to the downside, right? So already going into the market open, I was favoring the downside. Why? We already took out the highs, which would be Asia highs right here, and we just took out London highs. So I had interest in price today if it was going to go to the downside. Why? If you go on the 15-minute, I couldn't even go on the 5-minute to look back at the old, like last time we were around this price, because we haven't tested this price since February. So I knew that if price was just going to trend to the upside today, I probably won't be able to get a setup. But if price decides to reverse and show some strength and go to the downside, I will get a trade. But yeah, at 9:30 market open, and we saw a lot. A lot was happening. Around 10 a.m., which is right at this candle right up here, this is when Powell started testifying. So I had the YouTube stream up on the other tab, and I was just monitoring it. And usually, whenever he is testifying, I'm not looking to take a trade. So all of this, so these two already had gotten invalidated for us because I'm not gonna take a trade whenever news is happening. But this little fair value gap, we tested it once and twice, but we never had a candle closure below, so it was still valid for us to take. If you go on the 1 minute, I will show you exactly when we took the entry, which was had to wait a lot. As we were waiting for price, we were just watching Powell speak, and yeah, we were just waiting. Honestly, I didn't know when I wanted to call it a day. I was gonna get off at 11, but right as I was about to get off, I saw the setup. Price was coming closer. Took the trade. But yep, all I'm here waiting for is a candle closure below, which did not happen yet. Candle closure below this 50% line, and this was our candle closure. Now, once when this candle closed, only then I will set my limit orders at the 50% mark, and it will look something like this. My stops were 494. Here's another reason why text alerts is super goaded, because you can always go back in time to see where our stops was and everything. So for this trade, our stops were at the top of this candle wick, about a 28-point stops, and our final TP would have been Asia lows all the way down here, so it would have been about 80 points. But we were just now waiting for price to come back up off this candle whenever it wants to form. So this was our entry right up here. Why? Because we got the candle closure, we got the retest. So this was our entry. and then price started doing this thing, started selling off a little bit, but for my Apex accounts, I take trims at 20 points. And I believe this is where we got our trim right here. So, yep, 20 points as you can see on the screen. So I was out on most of my accounts at 20 points here. And then the rest, because I am trading across different firms now, the rest, I've put my stops to break even. And I was just going to let it ride. Maybe we can catch more points. But price ended up going back to break even, stopping me out. And the second we got stopped out, we saw a little bit of drawdown, which was right up here. Yep. And then we never came back to the entry ever again. We just kept on being a profit, and see how far we dumped. It just keeps on going. But I think we ended up hitting Asia lows. Not really sure. We have been just dumping. Come on. Yeah. Ever since we got that entry, ever since we got stopped out, we never came back to the entry ever again. But the most this trade would have saw, I believe, which I mean, I'm not complaining that I wasn't able to catch the full move. That will never happen. Usually, how trading is going to work is whenever you hit your TP1, you just gotta take the risk off of the trade, move your stops to break even, and maybe if the move continues on, you'll get a couple more points. But the point is to hit your TP1, take all the risk out the trade, and let it be great. But that was the trade recap. It was pretty simple. Like I said, I don't make trading complicated by any means. I just look for a couple of things. Once I see those couple of things pop up and everything's aligning, I take the trade. Whatever happens, happens because there's only so much we can control as a trader, which is only our risk management and our psychology. Other than that, the market's gonna do what it wants to do. We can't really control it. But yeah, tomorrow should be a good day. So hopefully we have another trade recap if I take another trade. If not, Friday I'm gonna be trading as well. But I was looking through all my stats for the month of June. I have given out 15 total trades, and 13 of them have been winners, and 2 of them have been losers. Comes out to be a whopping 87% win rate. And I just had to say that because there's a lot of people asking me, "Oh, what's your win rate or all that?" Just for this month of June, we're at an 87%, and I'm not gonna lie, June has been really tough to trade. I'm not gonna make excuses because I mean we're already up 87%, of the trades. But yeah, there's been a lot of war news going on. Powell speaking. Well, that's usually what happens every month. But the war news, that's pretty tragic. Powell speaking twice back to back. That's not ideal. I don't know what he wanted to talk about, but hopefully he's done now. I don't want to see him for the rest of the week. But yeah, another thing I want to mention, if you are a beginner trader that is stuck on the eval phase and you cannot get to the funded phase, on the 30th and on, so in 5 days, I'm starting a new series in the premium Discord. It's going to be called the eval to funded series. What I mean by that is I'm going to buy some evals. I'm going to trade them live with you guys with the premium. Um, Everybody will know my entry, my stop loss, my TPs, how many contracts I'm going in with, and the account balance at the end of each day, and we will pass the eval. So if you want to tag along, make sure you join the premium Discord. Link is in the bio. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that challenge done pretty quick. And if the series does really good, I might extend it and do a funded to a payout challenge as well, which will also be held in the premium Discord. The prices are going up, so get in while you can. It's gonna be a good time. But if I see you tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow in another trade recap. If not, you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep on trading.